Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Zanny Cakes, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Tier 2 map for Project Diablo 2 Phlegathon. So if you find the video helpful or are looking for more PD2 content, please like and subscribe. I'd also like it if you guys came and said hi on Twitch. I stream usually in the evenings after my kid goes to sleep. I've also got a Discord if you are looking for other people to play with or talk about different builds, theory crafting, or simply come to say hi. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at this map. So the map itself is on the River of Flame tile set, and it is the largest of the three maps. It has an area level of 87, which is 2 levels higher than any of the normal game content is. And it does have several things that you really want to watch out for. As far as the monster spawns go, one of the biggest issues that I have is with the siege beasts. They're very tanky, take a lot of damage to kill them, and they hit like absolute trucks. They're fire immune, and overall, they're probably my least favorite spawn on this map. The map itself can also spawn council members. They're lightning immune, and then they will heal other monsters as well as cast hydras. On the bright side, they do drop tons and tons of gold. There are fallen shaman that will resurrect all of the fallen. The fallen are also fire immune. The shamans do not have immunities, but you'll have a whole lot of fallen running around, and you want to make sure to kill the shamans as quick as you can. That way the fallen actually stay dead. There are the walking corpses like Pindleskin that by themselves are really not that challenging. They're poison immune, but they do still have that pesky little charge that can one-shot you. And also, the map can spawn Hellslingers, which are rather low hit points and they don't have immunities, but they like to spawn in little clumps on the edges of the maps that they just sit there and chuck their toothpicks at you, and they do a lot of damage. It's very easy to die to them if you're not really paying attention. They have a really long range, so they can attack you from off screen or at the very edge of your screen, and they're kind of hard to notice until you've got 15 toothpicks sticking out of you and you're a corpse. So those are also a thing to try and focus down as quick as you can. Overall, I would say to avoid this map if you are a predominantly fire build. It has a lot of fire immunities. The siege beasts, the regular fallen, as well as demon imps are all fire immune. The council members are lightning immune. The corpses are poison immune. So the map itself is very good for cold builds. It's good for physical damage builds. There are no physical immunities unless you have the map contains ghosts mod, and there are also no magic immunes. The one mod that I would highly recommend trying to avoid on this map would be map contains succubi, as the succubi will fly off over the lava areas and just shoot their little blood spirits at you from where you can't reach them, and they are extremely annoying. They do a lot of damage, and they will cast amp damage on you, so you combine that with the charge from the walking corpses or the siege beasts, and it's just a bad time. As far as the boss fight goes, I find this to be one of the hardest boss fights out of all three of the maps. The boss himself is the Lieutenant of Sin. He is a giant pit lord, and he does huge amounts of both fire and physical damage. His regular attack does a lot of physical damage. He's got the Armageddon skill that does both fire and physical, and then he's got a very high damage Blaze as well as Inferno. The thing to watch out for most with this boss is the Armageddon. However, the Armageddon boulders that fall from the sky are random, so it's very hard to actively avoid them. You just kind of have to move around and hope you don't get hit. Even with max fire resistance, they take over half of my hit point pool in one hit, so it can kill you by surprise very easily. Also, if you have your mercenary tanking him, try not to stand directly behind your mercenary, as the Inferno will go in a straight line. So if you're standing directly behind your mercenary, you will also have a bad time with the Inferno. The blaze itself is actually quite easy to avoid as long as you're not kiting him around very much. If you kite him around, then there will just be fire everywhere and it's not good. So the just stepping in the blaze will do huge amounts of fire damage to you, again, even with max fire resistance. So to try and make you more survivable and tanky in this fight, you want to get as much fire resistance as you can. Having plus to maximum fire resist is good, having fire absorb is good, and then getting as much physical damage reduction as you can will be the best way that you can go about trying to survive this fight. The best strategy that I've come up with as far as fighting this guy is to clear out the front area of his little sanctuary that he's in, aggro him, and then try and pull him back to the front area. The main part has one of the big pentagrams like the Center of Chaos Sanctuary that you can get stuck on, and there's a lot of mobs that will spawn in there. It's particularly annoying when they spawn on the outsides of the walls. So you can have shamans that spawn on the outside of the walls that just sit there and resurrect the fallen while you're trying to avoid all the fire. So clearing out the front area, pulling them back there, still gives you enough room to maneuver around to try and avoid the Armageddon and other fire damage. However, it gives you much less stuff added to the fight that you simply don't need to worry about. I personally really like this map. I like the River of Flame tile set. It's always been one of my favorite areas in Diablo 2. And it also helps that I've gotten some of my best drops so far out of this map. In the last 2 days, I've found Talrash's armor, an arachnid mesh, 2 Sur runes, and a Vex rune. So it's been treating me pretty well. The boss fight is very chaotic. It keeps you on your toes the entire time, and I like that it has a higher challenge level than most of the other content in the game, aside from things like Ubers and Diablo clone. And overall, I find the map to be quite enjoyable. So I hope this video gives you a better idea on how to go about running the Tier 2 map. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite map to run is in PD2. Come say hi on Discord or Twitch, and stay tuned for the Tier 3 map video that I will be getting out as soon as I can. So with that, good luck, have fun, and I hope to see you out there.